Hey guys, welcome back again to Dave's Dimension. Welcome back again for another video. Welcome back to the channel where chaos and insanity reign supreme. So we're back again. Got a little bit different video. Now, as you guys know, or if you've been watching the past few videos, I picked up a bunch of stuff over the weekend. Okay. Among that stuff is also some Ghostbuster related merchandise. I actually scored the infamous Kenner reissue Ghost Popper. This was a Nerf style gun that they had back in the 80s, made by Kenner Toys. Hasbro acquired the Kenner rights because they're real Ghostbusters, and they brought this back. Now the original one was a gray one, like a dark gray, and I got this blue one. I actually have one coming for my wife for her little collection, and one for my collection. Now, what's really cool and great about this is, well, the nostalgia factor. As a kid growing up in the 80s, these were cool. They were all the rage. I mean, how could you not love this? They basically come with some nice foam discs that you pop into here. Pop, you know. Basically, you would put them right on the top here. And you have your trigger. Now, this is still not opened up because if you guys can see, I don't know how well you guys can see in there, there's still zip ties holding everything in. On the back, they do give you some targets. Okay? And this comes with 6 pegs, or 6 bullets, I should say. Shows you right there. Of course, this shows you the basic instructions. You put it in, you keep your ammo on the top. You'll pull the gray cork out the back, so you have your spring-loaded blast. And of course, they have the actual Kenner branding, which is very cool. And on the other side, you have On the other side, you have a child ready to do some ghost busting in his little jumpsuit. And on here, it reads an essential piece of the real Ghostbuster equipment, and that it is. And if you notice, they even have him wearing the clear 80s safety glasses. You gotta love that. Kenner and Hasbro Pulse, of course. Hasbro. On the back, it just says Ghost Popper with poltergeist popping action. Of course, they have it in multiple languages, and that's pretty much the gist of it. So you get these little targets. I mean, if you really wanted to get this for your kids, I recommend getting the gun, definitely. Maybe one for yourself. But I probably would recommend, if you want some more targets, Google real Ghostbusters, or real, ghosts from the real Ghostbusters. You can do a whole Google search, print it out, take some more old cardboard boxes. Once you print out your ghosts, take a nice little X-Acto knife or a hobby knife, slowly cut them out, trace it onto some cardboard boxes, cut those out, apply a little bit of glue, bing, bang, boom. There you go, Bob's your uncle, and you have some nice targets to put all over the backyard or throughout the home. Get those junior Ghostbusters, get their target in, get their training in. Now, I am not unboxing this. Excuse me. I'm not unboxing this. I am keeping this as pristine as possible. Because who knows, it might be worth something someday. Or maybe I will be doing a giveaway. Who knows? You never know. And plus, I may get another one of these, one for open display and one to keep preserved. Because I want to keep this as preserved as possible. I mean, the cardboard backing on this is so perfect. The only thing is there's a little bit of indent on the front, but it's still all in one piece. The original packing tape is on here. Everything is as is. So we're going to keep it that way. Now, the other thing I picked up, if you're a Ghostbusters fan, you've been to your local Walmarts, you know for the past year or so, originally going back a couple years, Spirit Halloween released a version, an 80% scale version of the Ghostbusters Proton Pack. In fact, my packs that you usually see here, that's 80% scale. Okay? Well, to go with that, they released their own PKE meters, and they also released their own version of a ghost trap. Okay? Well, their ghost trap had a little pop mechanism on the handle to cause the doors to open and close. The doors never fully stayed closed. I mean, they kind of flapped open. It was very cool for for those budget-minded Ghostbusters fans. So what happened was about a year or so ago, there was a little corporation with Ghostbusters and Walmart. Walmart started selling a version of the Spirit Trap with one little extra. It comes with a pedal inside. That's right. They gave us a ghost trap with maybe about almost an arm's length of wire that was connected onto a very plastic pedal. You hit the plastic pedal, door opens up, hit it again, doors close automatically. And that's what we have here, guys. We have a Ghostbusters Trap. Now, I believe this is through the Imagine brand. Right there, guys. Imagine. So, we have the Imagine brand with the Ghostbusters licensing, I guess you could call it. And we're going to unbox this. Now, why am I unboxing this? I'm not trying to keep this in pristine condition, because guess what, guys? If you've been watching the videos, you know that I've been talking about doing a mod for a ghost trap. This is that ghost trap. We are going to be sanding this down. We're going to be cutting a few pieces. We're going to be doing some modifications to it. We're going to make this as close to a ghost trap as I possibly can. That also means that we will be replacing the pedal. We're going to be swapping out some wiring. We're going to be doing some painting, some sanding. We're going to do a bunch of craziness here. Got a nice little legal jargon right here. Now, this is a newer version of Imagine's Walmart exclusive ghost trap. They gave us a nice little background. I might actually see if I can get a copy of this. That might be a nice little piece of art. It's a little beat up because of the box. Okay, so see, we got a cardboard end right there. We're going to drop that off. Cardboard here, as you can see, the little wiring. Okay, we're going to need to cut through this. I'm just going to use a little flathead screwdriver. If you don't have the tools, you make them, guys. There we go. So like I said, it comes with a really thin wire. And it's actually, the wire's right there, guys. We're not going to worry about that. And here's our little pedal. Now, I'm going to get the twist tie, because right now it bunches up the wire. As I said, this is about an arm length. Maybe 2 arm lengths. Now, right now, you can see that there is power, but there we go. Now, you can see that there is power. You can see some light here, but it's not opening up because batteries. Now, this thing has a very unique switch. There is an off switch, but there isn't. Okay? There is a try me mode, a little sample mode. So when you hit this, it gives you a little light and then it blinks off. Okay? Now if you push it all the way on, you get the lights are going. But right now, the pedal is not doing a single thing. So, actually if you move their switch into the middle, it's not draining power. But that's the thing. These come with batteries. And while that's going on, the batteries are dying on us. We don't need those batteries to die. So what I'm actually going to do is we're going to do a replacement of the batteries very quickly here. I'm just going to pause you guys for a little minute. Oh, and by the way, I'm actually recording this not on the webcam, but on the S21 Ultra here. So I'm going to place you guys in a brief hold. Okay, guys. very quick, the next segment that you're going to see, I apologize. I was recording it with my phone and it's flipped. So you're going to see me upside down for the remainder of that video. I liked how the video turned out originally, or how I recorded it. I don't want to try to do it all over again, honestly. I apologize if you think that's being a bit lazy, but it's actually pretty late. And I really want to get this video out, so I apologize. Most of this section is an overview, and then there's a little bit of commentary of me at the end. But you'll see the image flipped, and unfortunately I don't have a program or open source website that I can use to flip it, because the file is too large, unfortunately. There are open sources that you can go to, but if you go anything above 500 megabytes of video file size, they won't do it for free. You have to purchase the rights to use their site. You have to pay a nominal fee. Unfortunately, I don't know of any alternative, so there we are. So in case you guys are wondering why the video is flipped, that's why. There's no way for me to edit and reflip it, because I really don't have any kind of editing software, and I apologize for that, guys. I am trying to get things better. So without further ado, we're gonna resume the video. Okay, guys, so we're back. So this is where you're gonna find the batteries. This one little small Phillips screw. And I recommend you get yourself a nice little set of mini screwdrivers, because you'll be using them a lot during this process. Now this is basically a plate cover. This is supposed to be a nice little resistor. This actually is going to be, at one point, we're going actually to Dremel this down, and we're going to put a real one on here. Now these are just your basic generic batteries that they like to include in here. Here's some fresh ones. Some fresh Duracells. No, this is not sponsored by them. So as you can see right now, I have the switch in the middle. There, it's in standby mode. There we go. Get a nice little sound effect. Hit the pedal again. Now, this is the regular mode, okay? This is the regular mode, so we're going to hit the pedal. You just put the pedal right here so you guys can see. See, you can just slam it with your fist or your foot. Excuse me, sorry, I had to sneeze. But if you notice, once again, you get a monster sound. Get a little particle sound that time. It kind of jumps off between the two. You hear the particle thrower, the Ghostbusters beam that shoots out from the proton packs. And you hear it power down, closes up. Now, a couple of things we're going to be doing on this. If you notice, this is nice, bright, and red. But when we turn it off, it's nice and clear. Or not really clear, but kind of a faux frosty kind of plastic. This is actually, we're going to be doing a lot of different things here. Now, if you notice, okay, here's one side of the trap. We have these bars. We have this plastic molded knob, and then we have these little fake molded screws. Now, those are not screen accurate. We will be making this trap as much screen accurate as possible, which includes replacing this, repainting all this. We're going to make this a nice special one-off trap. Now, depending on how well this turns out, I may even do a giveaway for this. I'm thinking about it. I'm contemplating it. Or I may just keep it as an extra trap. Just because, as you guys know, I'm a Ghostbuster myself. I'm actually part of a local franchise of Ghostbusters here in the Western New York area. But on the plastic, I mean, this is a nice toy for anyone. I actually got this on sale for about $15 or $14 at Walmart. So it's, I mean, for a kid, If you got a kid, a son, a daughter, a niece, a nephew who are big into Ghostbusters, I'm sure they would get a kick out of this, especially with the brand new movie coming out this coming November, Ghostbusters Afterlife, the third movie in the Ghostbusters franchise that began way back in '84. There we go. Now on here, you can see some of the plastic lines on the handle. You can see this little sticker. You can even see a little trademark imprint right here. We're going to sand that down. We're going to smooth. Some of this plastic is a little rough right here, right on the edge. We'll be sanding that down. This as well. These may get painted. Definitely thinking of repainting these. Now, Ghostbusters 1, they were red. I believe there were even a few, if you really look hard enough, that were, I think, a yellow color. I'm tempted to almost do a blue on here, or I might do something completely different, maybe even green. Now, this plastic hook, this is like a little belt hook right here, guys. That's going bye-bye. We're getting rid of that. We may be replacing these wheels. We may not. For screen accuracy, we may do that. In fact, I'm going to pause this, and I'm going to pull out a trap that I've done recently so I can show you guys. Actually, I'm not going to pull out that trap right now. We're going to do that another time because right now I have, well, all my Ghostbuster gear is packed up right now. It would take a long while for us. And this is more of an unbox video, so I don't want to go into a comparison video. We'll be doing that in the future. But when I do this, see, there's a little speaker right here. And also, in the movies, the wire for the trap doesn't come out the side here. It comes out right down here. So we will be actually cutting this wire at one point. We will be getting a new pedal that I will paint. I'll do a paint application to it. We'll do some modifying to it so we can have a nice long wire. Now we won't just have a plastic wire. We're actually going to have a loom that will go over it to protect it nicely. I did a mod trap last summer, and even with social distancing, the group I'm part of, we did some, I guess you would call it like a trunk or treat where we were handing out candy, but we were still social distancing. This what I'm going to do to this trap is pretty much what we used. I took a Walmart trap. I made a really long wire and hose so that there was plenty of distance between me and my teammates and all the kids trick-or-treating. And we were using the trigger, not this trigger, but something very similar to it. And we had candy in the ghost trap. So that way we could social distance. We could trigger the trap from about, I think it was maybe 8 or 10 feet away. So we were able to trigger the trap and the kids could grab candy without any kind of interaction, any physical interaction from us. That way keeping everyone protected and social distancing to the max. Okay? So that's a nice little fun thing. You don't have to do that, but it was a nice way for us to take advantage of it. Now also, we got nice LEDs here. This is not perfectly screen accurate, but when I'm done, I'm going to make some modifications. Now these are not modifications. Some of the modifications I'll be doing in a future video series are not exclusively created by me. There are different kits that you can get through eBay and also some other sources. So you can get parts to replace and modify your own very ghost trap. Now, as I'm doing those videos, I will be leaving the links in the description of those videos of where I got all the parts for that particular video. Now, if you do want to follow me in regards to this, I will be doing a series of videos, and I'm going to be including what tools I'm using, so that you guys can use these very same tools. Now this is basically a model or snipping tool right here. This is what I'm going to use to basically remove these fake screw heads. And then I'm going to sand it and Dremel it down. And of course this whole thing is going to be repainted. This is going to be repainted even though this is black. We could leave it just as it is, but we're not. We're going to do, I've done flat black on mine, so it's not as glossy or shiny. That's just me personally. Everyone has their own preferences. I may apply a gloss, like a semi-gloss or a gloss clear sealer on the trap. I've done some rusted traps, so we'll be doing that in the future as well. But this is a very fun project, guys. I'm going to show you guys how to disassemble this, not during this video, but in a future video. This is basically your Ghostbusters trap. Now, it's not going to be 100% because in the movie, this part right here actually came out like a cartridge, and then you had the frame, which was the rest of the trap. So we're not going to have anything like this, but these usually go for about $19.99, roughly about $20 at your local Walmart. If you're lucky, you can actually get them like I did this past weekend. They were on sale for about $15. You can also get these online at walmart.com. By the way, yes, again, this video is not sponsored by any company or corporation. I'm going to be doing a lot of modifications on here, and I'm going to walk you guys through that process. This will unscrew. Everything I'm doing is not a very technical thing. Anyone with basic knowledge will be able to do this, and I'm going to show you guys step by step. Okay, so there we are, a fun little Ghostbusters trap. And like I said, these doors, they don't move around. This is already stylized this way. I'm going to show you guys in future videos when I start the Ghost Trap series. We're going to start off with some of the basics that you'll need. And honestly, you don't have to have a garage, okay? You don't need a garage. You don't need any kind of sorry guys, I'm readjusting the camera. I really need a better stand for this. Okay, you don't need any kind of a garage or workshop, guys. See this? This is a spare bedroom in my wife's and I's apartment, okay? My computer desk that you often see me show pictures of. This is where I do all my work. Those packs you see right here, all those packs, I painted those on my patio. I have a little, very small patio. I will take a hanger on some wires and just kind of hang them up, spray paint them by hand. You can see right here on my desk. Oh, maybe you can't see, but I have nice little. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I have drill holes. This desk has been through the ringer, as you guys can see. Okay? You don't need anything special. You don't need a big workshop to do this, guys. Okay? See my desk here? I know I got a lot of clutter. But this is my workshop. Okay? I have my packs here. I have a couple toolboxes. I have my little Dave's Dimension, my Fortress of Geekitude right there, guys. Okay? And I have some tool cases right there. Nothing crazy. There you guys go. You can see I have my tools right here. That's what I have. That's me. Okay? This is what I'm using. You don't need a bunch of tools. You just need your imagination, a little bit of space, and, well, a whole lot of luck doesn't hurt either. Okay? Reason why I want to do a series on this is to show you guys that you sitting there, you holding that phone watching this, maybe while you're on the toilet or who knows, whatever you're doing, you can do this. You can do any kind of chaos or creativity, any insanity or chaos you have in your head, in your heart. You know what you guys can make with it? You can make yourself a proton pack. You may not have $1,000 or more to throw a full-scale pack together, but with a little bit of luck, a little bit of imagination, some creativity, you can build yourself that pack. You can build yourself a real Ghostbusters themes, or flip the script completely and make a Back to the Future themed proton pack. That's what you guys can do, okay? That is exactly what you can do, guys. And that's why I'm doing this series of videos. Now, depending on how well it's received, who knows? Maybe those videos will expand into a new channel just for prop and modding for Ghostbusters and other stuff. So we're going to see what happens. But definitely, if you're a Ghostbusters fan, the Ghost Popper, this bad boy, is awesome. You got to grab them, okay? The Ghost Trap. Here's the box that the Ghost Trap comes in. And yes, it shows the PKE, which you can also get at Walmart. I believe it's still full price, though. And they did really cool branding on this. Very much like if you had the plasma Ghostbuster figures. This is pretty much the same kind of branding that you get. Okay? Very much. Sorry about that. Very much what you get with a lot of Ghostbuster-oriented merchandise right now. But I just want to show you guys, this is a good find. For right now, it's still $15 at Walmart and Walmart.com. So you guys should jump on this. Yes, you. And her too. The one sitting next to you. You both have to go out there and get yourself a Ghost Trap. Okay? I mean, hey, 15 bucks. You throw it on a belt. You're ready for Halloween next year. Or this year, I should say. I don't really anticipate us getting any cons anytime soon. But you guys know what? We got the Ghostbusters Afterlife movie coming out beginning of November. I personally can't wait. We were supposed to get it a year ago. We were supposed to get it again in March. Then it got pushed back to June, and now we're at November. But you know what? I'm good with that. I am so good with that. Do you know why? I'd rather go see it in a theater or a drive-in with all my friends and family. Yes, they could release it on stream, but personally, a franchise like Ghostbusters really needs to prove itself to the world. You know, some people think, it's a good movie. No, it's more than a movie. It's kind of a credence. Because when shit happens, everything's going crazy, you have chaos and insanity, cats and dogs living together, mass hysteria, who are you going to call? That's us. Okay? So until next time, this is Dave from Dave's Dimension saying, keep on busting it, and guess what, guys? I'll catch you on the flip side.